All right, guys. So I'm running the camera today, kind of running you through your week. Taking a look at Monday. So we're going to start our positional weightlifting snatch series, and we'll do a top-down approach. So from the high hang position tomorrow, if we're feeling good and you have athletes who are experienced with that lift and are comfortable getting underneath the bar, we can go for loading. So that would be 5 heavy singles for tomorrow. Just working on speed under the bar and really trying to see rather if we can pull the bar with our elbows as high as we can. All right. A lot of times when we have that top-down approach, we can gradually get a little bit more confident as we work our way down closer to the floor. And then we follow things up with an open workout that has a lot of movement consistency. So it'll be a light snatch for that. It's a 10-minute AMRAP, which is short too, so we should have a nice smooth transition from high hang snatch to workout. But it's a couplet of power snatches from the floor and then double unders as well. 15 power snatch, 30 double unders. How many times can you complete that in 10 minutes? So it'll be kind of a fun way to start the week with some higher skilled movement. And then on Tuesday, so we have a 12-minute AMRAP, so not incredibly long. Rep scheme is going to be low, so we're going to try to accumulate a lot of rounds. But a heavier, high-skilled day, so 2 power clean, 2 front squat, and then it says 2 ring muscle-ups for athletes that are going to do it as prescribed. It's one of those days where we kind of cater to athletes who have developed those skills. We give them a chance to showcase them. We know we don't get a whole lot of opportunity to do that, but if you take a look at the scaling for it, there's like a fitness level that has an option of doing pull-ups and ring dips or pull-up and jump to support whatever progression that they can do. But the rep scheme might be a little bit higher for that too, just because we know that it would probably take a little bit more time for some of the higher level athletes to do ring muscle ups, so we can kind of level out the playing field a little bit, okay? But that's your 12-minute AMRAP for Tuesday, right? And then we get into some strength work. So some strength pressing. We had a EMOM last week. We'll have an EMOM this week, but it's going to be every 90 seconds rather. So last week we utilized the back squat in a pause form to show control. This week our control is going to be a tempo strict press, okay? And that's controlling the tempo on the way down. So after we lock out our reps, we're going to control it in the eccentric phase, so the lowering phase, for a 3-second count. 1, 2, 3, it touches the collarbone, and then you drive up with as much speed as you can, with as much control as you can. And I have a follow-up video for that on points of performance in the strict press and things that we can think about to try to maximize this. But we'll follow that up with some movement consistency here. Push presses and box jumps, followed by rest. So interval work, the push press loading for that is written at 95 for the guys, 65 for the gals. These are rounds that really should be fought for to be done unbroken without putting the barbell down. If we're putting the barbell down 3 times in a set, it's too heavy, okay? So let's make it manageable and have athletes really utilize their hips and their legs as they get fatigued in this workout. Okay, but 5 rounds, so a lot of volume in that. The rep scheme will be 20 and 20 for that, so that's Wednesday. And then up here, so we have the Ghost. It's been some time since we've done that, kind of a fun one. Boxer, I believe it's Robert Guerrero, kind of an old school one from CrossFit.com, would utilize this workout to see what kind of progress he was making in his conditioning. And it's a lot of rounds, 6 rounds, I believe, 1-minute rounds. It might even be more of that, but I think it's 6 rounds. We have burpee, double under, and rowing, so all conditioning movements. It has that Fight Gone Bad format, and then there'll be 1 minute of rest after each round, okay? So that's the Ghost, kind of our lower impact recovery day, if you will, but obviously if you get after it, it's a very grueling, long, challenging workout, okay? So it'll be a day away from the barbell for us. So that's Thursday, and then Friday, guys, we're back to the barbell. It's not so much about conditioning, though. It's about barbell cycling and managing weights and trying to see what happens as we increase. So that's going to have every 2 minutes, we're going to do 5 hang power cleans followed by 5 push jerks. Our goal is to be hanging onto the barbell the entire time. If we absolutely have to have a break after the power cleans, set it down and reset so that we can adjust for the push jerk, we can. But we're going to start at a light load, and the first really the first few rounds of this will kind of be like our warm-up. Obviously, we'll do a barbell warm-up. We'll make sure the front rack and overhead positions are primed and that our athletes are safe. But we're going to build and load as we go, as heavy as we can. And then as an athlete kind of gets to their threshold and the reps are getting sloppy, then we can either lower the weight a little bit or just stick with that loading for the remainder, because that's going to be a total of 20 minutes of weightlifting for us. So that'll be a lot of good reps and a lot of good time to get some practice in, okay? And then finally, closing out the week, so Saturday, we have a chipper format. You get to choose the workout. There's an individual option or a partner option, but they showcase the same movements. And I believe that is rope climbs, rowing, double unders. Trying to think of anything else. So there's 4 or 5 movements in there. So it'll be kind of fun to do that. But kind of take a look at your equipment, especially if you have ropes and the needs of your class, if you have a big class or a small class, and weigh the pros and cons of going individual or partner option. Okay. But that's kind of what our week looks like for this week. Looks like a fun one. A lot more barbell than what we've seen in previous weeks. I know we've been doing a lot of dumbbell work and things like that. So the barbell is in full force this week. So have some fun with it and be on the lookout for some demonstration videos. Thanks, guys.